Hello, my name is Nathan Stouffer, and I'm from Wood River High School. I'll be doing the proposition speech in this round. Let's begin. This House believes that an overriding ethical obligation to protect and preserve extraterrestrial microbial life in ecosystems should be incorporated into international law. For definitions and clarification in the round, I would like to present the definition of should from dictionary.com, which is used to indicate duty, propriety, or expediency, and also protect, which is to cover or shield from injury or danger. Now let's move into the framework portion of this debate. First of all, as I just read, the definition of should is indicating duty. This means that today's debate should be focused on whether a clause protecting extraterrestrial microbial life should exist, not whether it does or does not exist. And second, this definition also implies that the judge should sign the ballot in the favor of the debater that upholds the most moral actions in the round. The standard of morality for this round will be whichever side benefits the most life in the universe, as all life is going to be considered equal, and we can get into that debate later if my opponent wants to contest that fact. And finally, third, my definition of protect implies that the entire planet must be protected from human involvement. Therefore, if extraterrestrial microbial life is found and confirmed on an extraterrestrial body, all human contact must be removed until life is sentient and we can contact that life without harming either species. Let's move down to the contention level. First of all, contention 1, unintentional harms that we may cause. Subpoint A, forward contamination. So, futurism found in 2014 that let's suppose that life does exist on another world. What happens if we travel there? How might we impact this life? One unfortunate possibility is that we unintentionally eradicate the native life by introducing a harmful parasite, bacteria, or other similar threat into the ecosystem. Okay, so there's a couple problems with us moving into another planet. As we looked at the futurism evidence from 2014, we find that by entering another planet, we could bring a harmful parasite on one of our ships, or if we don't sterilize our material enough, onto another planet. Now, this harmful parasite would be much like what Columbus brought over to the Native Americans when he came into the New World, as the Europeans called it. So basically what we're seeing here is the fact is that a new parasite or bug could be introduced to this extraterrestrial life, and that could be very harmful towards its existence, meaning that we could possibly eradicate their entire life form, and therefore going against the morality that I stated in my framework. And basically what we're going to see is we're going to be killing a lot of life and not benefiting at all. But if you look to the proposition side, we're actually stopping that because we're protecting the extraterrestrial microbial life. Let's move into subpoint B, backward contamination. So the same logic can be applied as ships coming back to Earth. Let's say we go and explore Mars with like a ship, and then we take it back. If there was extraterrestrial microbial life, that could actually latch onto one of our ships and come back to Earth. This actually isn't a new effect. After moon landings, we brought people back and we kept them in we kept them by themselves, and so basically what we saw is that we've seen this effect in the past, and what we've been trying to do is stop the effect, but the fact is the only way we can do that is to not have contact with extraterrestrial microbial life. Meaning that if we go to another planet and extraterrestrial microbial life exists, we can actually bring back a separate new bug that could actually wipe out the entire life of Earth on the planet, meaning again that it's not going to be upholding my framework. Let's move on to my second contention, intentional harms. So basically, if we find extraterrestrial microbial life and this clause that I talk about on the proposition doesn't exist, what we would do to this planet is we would terraform it, meaning that we would make the atmosphere more able to survive, or more under conditions in which humans can actually survive in. So, for example, if there was a lot of phosphorus in the air, what we would do is we'd put in a lot more oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide, meaning that the atmosphere would be more sufficient for people to live in. So that could actually kill the alien life, because the same thing would happen if they introduced a lot of phosphorus into our atmosphere. There wouldn't be enough oxygen for us to survive. And with that, I affirm a proposition ballot. Thank you.